How are you feeling? You got John Riggs here, and this right here is a portable Dreamcast. It is the DCSX, apparently. Of all things, I purchased this via Whatnot. What do you mean you're not on Whatnot yet? Download the Whatnot app using my link in the description below, and you'll get $10 off your first winning bid. And sometimes when I'm editing my videos in the background, or just, I'm eating a bowl of cereal late at night, I'll pop on one of the streams on Whatnot just to see what they're selling, just to hang out in the chat and stuff like that. And every once in a while, I'll bid on some items for myself. And when I saw this portable Dreamcast pop up, I was like, I've never had one. Not that I need one. I mean, I already have a Dreamcast with the GDEMU, so I can play my Dreamcast games, play the not ROM files, what do you call them, like the ISOs, I guess, is disk images. So I already have one of those. Do I really need one of these? Yes. Yes, I do. Now this really just does take the guts of the Dreamcast, the GDEMU, and houses it in its own device. Complete with a little memory card, what's that thing's called? VMU. And then on the back here, you got your triggers as well for your L and R buttons. The top of the device, you have your card slot, your power, and then your plug in there. And though you can play it plugged in, it is portable. I mean, I could actually literally fly on an airplane with this. They will for sure inspect it because they won't have a clue what it is. But then all you gotta do with your GDEMU, it's different than just dragging and dropping ROMs onto this. But once you figure that out, I'm not gonna get into that, how it's done and everything. You just slide it in and turn it on. You hear the whirring sound, right? And you hear the whirring sound in the background. It's gonna load, depending on how many games you have on your card, it'll depend on how fast this thing it takes to load. Come on. And this is just the card that I already had in the GDEMU. I do not have every game on here. I just put a few of my favorites and a few imports to test out and stuff like that too on this. And then once it's there you go. Now you can cycle through the games. Let's go ahead and power one on here. Power Stone, The Ring, Border Down. There's Chaos Field. That's pretty cool. Frame Glide was a favorite of mine. That was one of my first imports I picked up for the Dreamcast. Yeah. Oh, Giant Graham 2000. One of my favorite wrestling games. So again, it's set up just fine. All you got to do is just, hit the button to power it on. It'll go through the boot cycle again here. I will never get sick of that. Even if I could skip it, I wouldn't. And then from there, that's when, the game starts up and everything. You have your volume knob on this side. Oh no, volume knob's on this side. So, but it's also like just snappy volume knob. It's not like analog volume. It's just, one by one. That's kind of how that works. So, again, not terrible, but a fun thing that they would have. Which got me thinking as well, if you can do this, can you do a portable GameCube? I think you could. I mean, they make those GDEMU type devices for the GameCube, and GameCubes are pretty compact as they are, so could you do something like that? I bet someone already has. But could you do it like mass production like these guys did? Sega Saturn? I'm not sure, maybe. If you could do Dreamcast, could you do the Saturn? The other thing, come on, stop. The other thing that kind of I feel like should be mentioned too is when I say this has the GDEMU in it, I can almost assure you, the 99.9% sure, it's gotta be not the proper GDEMU from the original creator. They had that one, and then someone else, stole the schematics and then mass-produced their own. Yes, the mass-produced one does work, but it's not benefiting the original creator of the device. And I'm sure that's the thing that's in here. And I say that because I'm sure this thing came from AliExpress. I've seen it on AliExpress. I'm not going to order it on an AliExpress. And then I have seen people buy them from AliExpress and then sell them on eBay for upwards of $900, $1,000, whatever they kind of typically sell for, maybe about $800, $900 or something like that. Of course, because I found it on Whatnot, I got it for a tremendous deal, and it shipped straight to me. And thank you for the awesome deal on this. Actually, I should thank the other people in the chat for not bidding it up, because I just kept bidding on it until I bought it. I forgot how much I got it for. It was like just over $300, I think. I don't exactly remember. So you're sick of looking at this screen, you want to go to the next game. Just like, let's see, how do I do this? Do I hit L and R and all the buttons and start? Did that do it? It's going to reset itself. I want to say there was like a key button code you could type in. Like if you hold down L and R and all the buttons and hit start, which I just did again. Oh, and then it goes. Yeah, now it's back on the loading screen. For some reason when I did that, I went back to the title screen of the game. Now I've only been filming for about as long as it's been filming. I haven't been doing a whole lot of edits, outside of just the loading screens and all that too. So yeah, whatever mile marker it is now on this video, minus probably about 2 minutes or so. And it's already getting to feel pretty warm back here. I'm guessing the battery's back here. So I don't know how long I would actually play this like this. Like I wouldn't be on some 5-hour flight you know, going through a, you know, Power Stone or something like that, you know, trying to play, you know, Crazy Taxi for so long. Although Fire Pro Wrestling D is on here, and I do like that game quite a bit. And I forgot about a few of these games on here too. Can you hear that? That's just like the fan going in the background, you know? I swore I just felt heat coming from this, but maybe I don't. Like, you know, the fan's exhausting. Well, you can certainly hear it, right? What am I going to do to this now that I have one? Well, I don't need one, like I said. And again, it should also be mentioned, I guess we haven't even talked about this yet. It's not the 4:3 ratio, so your games are going to be a little, you know, stretched out. It doesn't bother me as much, but it does bother quite a few. So I'll just, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I got to have one of these, and you play it, and it's not to your expectations. But if you're into things like this, you probably don't already care. Because you already have a Dreamcast, and you already have a way of playing it through a Retro Tink or something like that, you know, to play on, you know, on your CRT or something like that. You know, there's plenty of ways around stuff. I just love the fact that people are making things like this, which is wonderful. Which is wonderful. Especially when it comes to, again, could we see one of these for the GameCube? One of these for the GameCube would do wonders. I mean, Saturn maybe not as much. A portable Wii, perhaps? I mean, that would be a little weird because of the motion controls. And just how warm it's getting right back here. How warm it's getting is very concerning. I wouldn't want to do this for too long, especially portably. I don't know about the durability of this. I don't know about the longevity of this or battery life of this. Because again, I haven't played it so long. I got it, played it a few times, mostly in the bathroom, let's be honest. And I like the fact that it does have the ability to do this. So, you know, something like this, I might more keep around, you know, just to play a little bit here and there. You know, if I'm going long term, if I'm going like Power Stone 2 sessions and stuff like that, then yes, I want to play it on my actual television, sitting on the couch with a proper controller. And not this thing, which does have a little bit of a weight to it. I mean, it weighs more than a Nintendo Switch. I don't think it weighs more than... I mean, it certainly does weigh more than a Game Boy or something like a Turbo Express, of course. What is going on there? Why is that light freaking out? Well, it looks like it's freaking out on my side. Let me turn the light off. It's like, you see that kind of glittering? Ooh, spooky. I was kind of hoping the buttons in the back look a little bit like they could be glow in the dark, but it's totally not the case. Well, just one of the many weird things you can find on Whatnot. You never know what you're going to find, and I got one of these, and I thought I'd have to check it out, and happy to have one. A very cool thing to have all the same, but I'll probably not be holding on to it. I'm sure I'll probably bring it to a convention in the future and trade it for, you know, a bunch of NES and Super Nintendo games and stuff like that, too, so... we will see. But I love the fact that they're making stuff like this. And if you need one, I mean, might want to check Whatnot. eBay, way too expensive. AliExpress, I've never ordered anything from AliExpress, so I've never gotten as far as to actually... maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll order something from AliExpress, see how it goes. Huh. Yeah, maybe in the future. We'll see. I think that light freaking out is because I need to charge it longer now that I look at the light. Because it just turned from like yellow to red. So it's like in that little mid-process there. Oh, Illbleed. Have you checked out Illbleed yet? You should. You should check it out. If you love Dreamcast, I have done a video in the past of some great Dreamcast games that you should check out. So make sure you check out that video. And we'll do some more videos in the near future. So I hope you're subscribed. We'll see you soon.